Hi there, my name is Cassidy Becker, and I guess I'm about to tell you a few things about myself and my life story so far. A long time ago, something important happened. Tyson bit Holyfield's ear off in a boxing match. Coincidentally, that was the same night my parents met. They were at a bar and went dancing, then continued to do that while dating until I came along. While my dad was playing football and getting into mischief, my mom was competing in high school for diving and beauty pageants. Turns out they were both really into the rodeo scene. I like to think that I was a really cute kid, but in reality I was one of the messy ones that liked to draw all over everything and spend more time hanging out with my chickens than staying inside. Fast forward a few years, and the horrible month of September 2001 happened. I was 2 years old when the 9/11 tragedy hit, at the time getting progressively more sick. Not long after, I was being rushed to the hospital in an ambulance. My parents and I spent 2 weeks there, with me bedridden and them learning everything about my type 1 diabetes diagnosis. This was seriously life-changing for all of us because my parents had to follow new special guidelines every day to keep me alive. It happened when I was so young that I have never actually known what life is like without needles and miniature straws in me every day. My life has had many small challenging events, but being diagnosed was like riding the big one. However, I didn't let it stop me. Having diabetes opened up a lot of things for me. I got to hold fundraisers and help a lot of other kids that were sick like me at Phoenix Children's Hospital. I also got sent to a summer camp only for type 1 diabetics, which was amazing. I got to meet boys and girls of various ages that all had pumps or shots like me, and it became another place I could consider home. It really showed me that I can do anything I want regardless of my disease. Beyond that, I met some wonderful people and coaches while playing recreational softball. Then I switched to club ball and met some of my best friends and played for some really awesome teams. When I was 8 years old, I met Taylor. She was without a doubt one of the best friends I could ever wish for. We spent our whole childhood together, playing ball, traveling, and just having a good time. At the same time, my family and I would go to the sand dunes and camping and everything in between. I've always loved playing in the dirt, whether on Comp Hill or on the field, but I took it too far with 3 teams at once my freshman year. I tore my labrum and strained my rotator cuff, leading to the end of my days as a star pitcher. I would have loved to have said this ain't my first rodeo, but it really was serious. Yet, softball will always be special to me. I found family outside of my home and learned a lot of my strengths from all the long tournaments and different teams. So now, I'm just going to do what I can and see where life takes me. During my preteen years at Santan, I was also heavily into music. I played the piano and saxophone with loads of different groups for about 7 years. Middle school years were the weird and immature times, so I'll avoid most of it. But my junior high band got to compete in San Francisco, and it was easily one of the best weekends of my life. Concerts are pretty much my favorite hobby, if that counts as one, and they're one of the few things I enjoy. Freshman year, I met my best friend Ellie. She could relate to me on the concert thing. We spent so many days together that almost all my memories from the first year of high school include everything we did together. The event that really gets me excited every single year, though, is Country Thunder. The concerts are an added bonus. I'm a Country Thunder baby in every way possible, and my parents have taken me every single year since they started going 23 years ago, and it has helped me not only keep my morals in check, but find my people and where I belong. Camping in the #1 most wanted campsite each year let me meet a lot of fun people and develop a serious appreciation for music. To make it even better, I get to camp with some of the most awesome people I know, Eric and Alicia. I met them when I was younger, and they've helped me through a lot. Eric got me into hunting and actually took me on my first elk hunt in Payson. Alicia has been like a second mom to me, keeping me in check but always being supportive. Even though they may not be blood related, they are just as important as some of my family, if not more. My group of best friends is in the same boat. I met them through my years here at Perry, and I'm thankful for them every day. If not for them, I would not have joined sports medicine and been convinced to be more outgoing. I really learned to come out of my socially awkward shell, at least a little bit, through talking to so many people and hanging out with them. Not to mention all my other friends helping me out without even knowing it. I'd feel like I'm squatting with my spurs on every day if it weren't for them. Eric and Alicia and my friends are so important to me, and I think the impact they've had on me will be lifelong. Another group of people that have had impact on me is my aunt and uncle. Since before I can remember, they have been supporting me in everything I do. The summer before junior year, I jumped on a plane to Scott Air Force Base. A few days after I arrived, I got to assist in the delivery of my cousin Taylor. Witnessing someone being born was incredible, and I also got to help take care of her for the following 2 months I spent living with them and their son Matthew. They are such a great family, and I love spending time with them. Later on, they asked me to be her godmother, and so now I am. Of course, I can't leave out Cheyenne, my giant of a little sister. Somehow she is as tall as a prize horse while I'm not even 5 foot, but whatever, it's all good. She's always been around, even though we didn't really have a choice. We sassed each other a lot when we were younger, but we bonded through softball and movies and basically just living together. I was ashamed and felt like I was letting her down when I hid my depression from her, but I know she will always be my little sister and I love her. When she knows what she wants to do in the future, I'm going to do everything I can to support her. If I were to thank people for helping me become who I am today, a huge portion would definitely go to my parents. My parents have played such a big part in who I am now and getting me through life up until this point. And I'm so thankful to have them around because I wouldn't have made it this far without them. Like at a rodeo, time flies, especially in high school. It may have felt like it lasted forever while I was going through it, but now that it's ending, I realized it was really only seconds.
Said, let me tell you right now. That's something to be proud of. That's a life you can hang your hat on. You don't need to make a million. Just be thankful to be working. If you're doing what you're able, and putting food there on the table, and providing for the family that you love. That's something to be proud of.
Now I'm preparing to graduate and move on with my academic life. I plan to complete the nursing program at NAU and then major in forensic pathology at University of Wisconsin, which I had the pleasure of visiting recently with my grandpa for his 50th alumni reunion. I can't predict how everything will work out, but I'm excited for the ride.